Well, good afternoon and welcome to the KPEG Game of the Week. Today it's our first softball broadcast of the season as the Cabrillo Conquistadors host the San Marcos Royals. This is Greg Ratcliffe broadcasting live from the Cabrillo Softball Diamond where the 0-3 Conks are ready to take on the 1-4 Royals. Now, this game was originally scheduled for tomorrow afternoon, but with some pretty heavy rain in the forecast, it was pushed up to today to try and get it in before the deluge starts. The visiting Royals take the field today tied for first in the early Channel League season standings, sitting at 1-0 after a decisive 10-0 rout of San Ynez back on the 28th. They're coming off a couple of tournament games over the weekend as well when they picked up a one-run win over Simi Valley and took a one-run loss to Santa Paula. The Cabrillo stands at 0-1 in league play, having dropped their Channel League opener to Lompoc last Friday by a score of 3-1. They played a couple of tourney games over the weekend as well. Last one was a loss to Alamany, 6-4. So today, San Marcos tries to hold on to first place, while Cabrillo looks for their first win as we try and sneak this game in before the weather turns on. Just getting underway here from Cabrillo High School. San Marcos batting first as the visitors, as you would expect. We'll get some lineups here as we can. And, of course, I'm remembering now that the scoreboard doesn't work here at Cabrillo Softball, so I'm going to have to pay attention. First batter of the day is number 1, Claire Early, and she's up 3-0 and will take first base on a 4 balls in a row. Starting pitcher today is Johnson, Aaliyah Johnson. In the circle for the Conks, there are no outs with a runner at first here to start things off in the first inning. Batter squares up to bunt and comes up empty as I scramble to find a pen. There we go. Batting in the 2 spot is Gigi Grit. Fouls this one off the hands and over the Royals dugout for a strike. Takes the count to 0-2. Smacked right back to the circle. Quick turnaround to second for 1. Throw to first, not in time. Nice play by Johnson to snag that one, turn around, make a quick throw over to second base to take out the lead runner. So Gigi Grid on first after a fielder's choice, and there's 1 down here in the first inning. Brings up Allie Frickland. Right-handed batter. Looks at one outside for ball 1. Don't have any stats for Cabrillo as of yet, but we do have some numbers on San Marcos. Let's see if we can find out what Frickland is doing so far. She's batting .417 on the early season. Takes that one high for a ball. Throw to first. Gets away. So the runner will take off. Grit takes off to second. Throw to second. Not in time as Grit gets in under the tag. So all of a sudden, the San Marcos Royals have a runner in scoring position here at second base with nobody out in the first. Count at the plate is 2-0 to Frickland. Nice pitch by Johnson right in the heart of the strike zone for a strike. Two-one pitch. Little grounder over to third. Hold the runner. Throw to first is in time to record out number 2. But after the throw, Grit advances to third base on the play. So now the Royals have a runner at third base with 2 down. And Morgan Jensen coming up to bat. And we have a little discussion among the officials as the San Marcos head coach had something to bring to their attention. Seem to have that figured out, whatever it was, and we'll get back to softball. Pitch from Johnson, high and away for ball one. 2 down here in the top of the first. Runner at third for the Royals. Just missed outside with that one for 2 balls. That was a pretty looking pitch, too. Jensen chops this one back over to the circle. Johnson having trouble getting a hold of it, can't make the throw to first in time. And as a result, Strickland is safe at first, and Grit scores from third on the play, and it's 1-0. Kyle Robbins in the batter's box for the Royals now. Looks at strike one called. Runner going. Throw to second, through the glove and into center field, but the runner will hold at second base. So Strickland over to second on the play. Back at the plate, it's 1-1 to Kyle Robbins. Ball in the dirt, stopped nicely back there, however. Liz Garcia doing the catching duties today for the Conks. Swung on and missed. Should even the count of 2 apiece. Runner holds after taking a big lead after that pitch. Two-two pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3. Nope, foul tip. Just got a piece of it into the glove. And yep. Okay, that will return to the other side. I was right after all. Okay, so one runner left here for the Royals here in the top of the first. So after 1/2 inning, it is the Royals 1 and the Conquistadors coming to bat. You are listening to the Game of the Week on your home for local sports, 100.9 KPEG. Greg Ratcliffe here with you on what turned out to be a fantastically beautiful afternoon. It was cold and rainy and ugly this morning. I put on 16 layers of clothes to get ready for this, and now I'm wishing I only had one. But that's okay. That's what we do. There's also a softball game going on downtown. The Braves were scheduled to play tomorrow afternoon as well. Their game got bumped to today, although they got a 2 o'clock start time. So that one is well underway. I've got some spies down there at that one. So we'll try and get you a final when that one finishes up. Last I heard, they were in the 5th inning, and the Braves were up 5-4. And I hope to get a final score on that one in the next half hour or so. And we will let you know. So pitching for the Royals today will be number 9, the aforementioned Allie Strickland. watching her warm up. She's got a nice smooth delivery and a pretty good fastball there, it looks like. Let's see what she can do against the Conquistadors today. No pitching stats, sorry. Early in the year, it's hard to get numbers. We'll work on that as the season goes along. We got a lot of games left here. Okay, so starting things off for the Conquistadors will be Antoinette Terrones. She squares to bunt. Pitch misses outside for ball one. Don't think she went around on that one. Taps this and back down the third baseline. Strickland over to grab it, throws it to first. In time to record out number one. So 2 pitches and 1 down here on the Cabrillo half of the first inning. Brings up Alina Terrones. One of the youngsters on this Cabrillo team is a sophomore. Nice pitch, high and a little in for a ball. Those are the kind that are hard to stay off of. Some fouled and just out of reach down the first baseline. Should make it 1-1. Indeed. 1-1 pitch. Foul high over the screen into the parking lot. Makes us a 1 ball and 2 strikes to Terrones. Nobody out, nobody on, and 1 out here in the Cabrillo first. In a 1-0 ball game. Strike 3 called, and Terrones goes down looking. And with 2 down, Alexia Wilhite will come up. Nice pitch on the lower outside corner of the strike zone, called strike 1. Put it on the other side of the other corner, and it's strike 2. Strickland knows her way around the strike zone, it would appear. Oh, 2 pitch, swung on miss for strike 3, and that will retire the Conquistadors here in the first. They go quietly in order. So after 1 complete here at Cabrillo High School, our score is the San Marcos Royals 1, the Cabrillo Conquistadors 0. You're listening to the Game of the Week on your home for local sports, 100.9 KPEG. Greg Ratcliffe with you on a beautiful afternoon for softball. Game 2 of our 11-game schedule. This one a day earlier than we had anticipated, but we're flexible. Our next game will be a week from tomorrow, forgive me, on the 17th. We'll be just at the field adjacent to us here as the Cabrillo boys baseball team will host the San Ynez Pirates. That game's scheduled for a 3:30 start. We'll be here. Hope you can join us as well. Across the way today, the Cabrillo JV squad is taking on San Marcos in baseball. So lots of things happening here in sports-wise in Lompoc Valley this afternoon in what was to have been an off day. So San Marcos will come up to bat in the top of the second. They will bring Isa Velasquez up to bat. Velasquez, a left-handed batter, first one of the day. Backs away from that one, but it caught the inside corner. Strike one. Velasquez wearing number 23. Batting .333 on the season so far. 3 hits and an RBI on 9 at-bats so far. High and away with that pitch. I think that makes us 1-2. Get some confirmation here from our home plate umpire. Maybe. Maybe not. Slapped this one foul by the Cabrillo dugout. Takes the count to 2-2. Slaps this one over to short. Long throw across the field in time. Well done. To record out number 1. Katie Heath over there at first base for Conquistadors today. McKenna Thompson at short. Pitch from Johnson, low and in for ball 1. One down here in the Royals' second. 1-0 is our score. San Marcos leads. Cassandra Perez now up to bat. Let's kiss a piece of that one. Fouls it off the plate. And back towards me. Have our usual nice vantage point here at Cabrillo softball. Just behind and to the left of home plate. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Another one fouled off the plate. Home plate umpire caught one on the hand that time. Count stays 1-2. Who says softball isn't a contact sport? Slapped over to second. Looks very familiar to the last play, and the result is the same as well. 2 down. Thompson to Heath, and the out is recorded for 2 down here in the top of the second. That'll bring us to Juliana Madrigal, number 4. Grounded foul down the first baseline. Nice compliment of Cabrillo fans here as well, to my left. The looping swing on that one came up empty. Caught her a little confused on an off-speed pitch that time. It was 2 strikes. 0-2 pitch. Foul out of play up over towards the inoperable scoreboard. Nobody told me there was going to be math with this job. One ball, two strike pitch. Just missed with that one. Takes us to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Base is clear here in the second. Deuces wild at Cabrillo High School today. Rise ball raised a little too much. And we got a full count, 3-2. Payoff pitch. Unless I was wrong, apparently that was the third ball. Okay. So much for my math. Now it's 3-2. High fly ball, out of play. Count remains full at 3-2. Nobody on here for the Royals in the second inning. They lead by 1. Another grounder to short. Throw is in time to record the out and retire the side here in the second. The Royals go on order here in the top of the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. So after 1.5 here at Cabrillo High School, our score remains the Royals 1, the Conquistadors nothing. You're listening to the Game of the Week on your home for local sports, 100.9 KPEG. Okay. Take a quick look at the Channel League standings as we have a moment. San Marcos showing at 1-0, as we said in the open, in first place, tied with Lompoc. Braves beat the Conquistadors, as we said, last Friday for their first league win. So San Marcos and Lompoc tied at first. 3 teams at 0-1, Cabrillo, Santa Barbara, and San Ynez. And it says here, according to these stats, Dos Pueblos has yet to play a league contest. Suspect that would happen tomorrow. Maybe they got moved up to today, too. Who knows? Yeah. So Cabrillo looking their first league win, first win overall here today. And they will bring up pitcher Halia Johnson to start things off here in the bottom of the second. Nice pitch from Fricklin. Swung on and missed for strike 1. A little early pitcher-on-pitcher action. Just above the knees, right on the corner, strike 2 called. Toward the outside corner, just missed for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Johnson. Again, we don't have any stats for the Cabrillo batters as of yet. Try and work on that for the next time we cover these girls. Chop it over towards second. And flip over to first. And that will record out number 1. Kyla Robbins at first. was Bella Cruz playing second today. And at the plate for the Conquistadors is number 19, Liz Garcia. And she's going to get nicked by a pitch and trot to first. The Conquistadors get their first base runner of the day, compliments of a hit batter. Ball bunted just foul down the third baseline. Garcia has to head back to first. This is Katie Heath up to bat. Lays that bunt down nicely. Third baseman charging, throws to first to record the out, and Garcia will be safe at second. Nice job there at third. Cassandra Perez charged that ball well and made a solid throw to first to record the first out. But in the process, Garcia over to second. And at the plate is McKenna Thompson. Watches ball one low. Second pitch to Thompson, also a bit low for ball two. 2 balls, no strikes to McKenna Thompson. Chopper back to the circle. Throw to first, will record the out and retire the side. So for Cabrillo in the second, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left after a hit batter. 2 complete here at Cabrillo High School. And the score remains the San Marcos Royals 1, the Cabrillo Conquistadors 0. You're listening to the Game of the Week on your home for local sports, 100.9 KPEG. Greg Ratcliffe here, bringing you some exciting Channel League softball action this afternoon. Zapmeister Mike Loney unable to attend today. We wish him the very best in his attempts to get well. So you're stuck with me. As I always say, good luck with that. Lots of exciting things happening around the Lompoc Valley, and one of them is the census. Not exciting it is, but it's important. Starting later on this week, I think you'll probably be getting some invitations to get involved with the census in your mailbox. Census is a very important tool used to allocate federal funds to local communities. So it's very important that everybody participate and everybody get counted. Watch for that in your mailbox. If you have any questions about how it all works, you can go to 2020census.gov and learn all there is to know. So we will go to the top of the third inning. And number 66, Bella Cruz, will step into the batter's box. She'll look at strike one. Leah Johnson still in the circle for the Conquistadors. Outside with that one. For ball one. 1-1 the count. To Bella Cruz. Bella batting .250 on the season so far. 2 hits and 8 at-bats. Fouls that one back to the screen here. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cruz. Outside for a ball, 2-2 now. Fouled hard off the screen, right behind home plate. Count will stay even. From the looks of the sky today, it's hard to believe we've got a thunderstorm coming in here in about 8-10 hours. Fouled off the plate. Cruz stays all live at 2-2. Pitch from Johnson. Well hit, but foul and out of play. Cruz working hard at the plate for this one. And still 2-2. And she'll take one on the elbow and trot out over to first. Good solid at bat by Bella Cruz. Too bad she had to pay it off by getting hit. Because those hurt. Okay, so with nobody out and Cruz at first, Claire Early comes up to bat, wearing number 1 today. Really swings a little early on that one for strike 1. San Marcos wearing their red pants and dark blue jerseys. Cabrillo in their home blacks. High and away from Johnson. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 on in a 1-run ball game. Royals lead 1-0 here in the 3rd inning. Little blooper off the hands. And they're going to double her up. Infield fly caught, and they caught the runner off the bag at first and light. Cruz got caught in no man's land there off the bag at first, and quick thinking by the Cabrillo defense records a double play, and we've got 2 down here all of a sudden. Chopper foul on the 3rd baseline. This is Gigi Grit back up for her 2nd time today. Grit, the only player to cross the plate so far this afternoon. Low and in. Takes the count to 1-1. 2 down in the Royals' 3rd. Digs out low, 1 out, and fouls it down the 3rd baseline. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Grit. Chopper just fouled down the 3rd baseline. It's Mendez down there playing 3rd for the Cox this afternoon. Pitch outside for a ball. one smacked right past second base and into center field for a single. Gigi Grit on base for the second time today. So with two down and a runner at first, pitcher Allie Frickland up to bat. Johnson high with that first pitch for ball one. Frickland is good in the batter's box as she is in the circle, batting .417 coming into today. Low and in on the pitch for ball two. Quick throw to first from the catcher, not in time. Two balls, no strikes at the plate. Ball three gets away, back to the screen, and Grit will take off to second without a throw. So now a runner at scoring position for the Royals at second base. 3-0 pitch. And 4 straight balls will send Frickland to first. And we'll bring up a conference in the circle by the Cabrillo infielders. We're going to talk to Johnson a little bit. Runners at first and second for the Royals with 2 down here on the top of the third. It's a 1-run ball game. San Marcos leading 1-0. That will bring up Morgan Jensen, number 44. Couple of RBI opportunities staring at her. First pitch swinging, drills this one high and into right field, just in fair territory, but there to make the catch. Looks like Alexia Wilhite. And that will retire the Royals here in the third inning. No runs on no hits. No errors, 2 left. A hit batter on a walk. After 2.5 here at Cabrillo High School, the score remains the San Marcos Royals 1, the Cabrillo Conquistadors 0. You're listening to the Game of the Week on your home for local sports, 100.9 KPEG. Greg Ratcliffe with you. So happy to be joining you this afternoon. I was going to be sitting in my office. Now I get to be out in the sunshine. Don't forget, next week, a week from tomorrow, back to Cabrillo we come as we visit the Cabrillo boys as they host the San Ynez Pirates in Channel League action. First pitch scheduled for 3:30. Hope you can join us for that one. We will be here. We should also tell you that coming up next Friday, the 13th, at the First United Methodist Church, a wonderful musician, Janine Geckeritz, terrific flautist, will be performing for the Lompoc Concert Association. I've heard some of her demo tapes. She is really fantastic. I recommend her very highly. Doors open at 6:45. Show starts at 7:30. If you'd like more information or to buy tickets, you can call the LCA at 588-5971. Terrific way to spend a Friday evening. So we will go to the bottom of the third Sofia Mendez steps into the batter's box and takes ball one. This one hit off the hands into foul territory over by first base and caught in foul territory for out number one. Kyler Robbins there to squeeze that one in the glove. And quickly one down here in the Cabrillo third. Brings us to left-handed Taylor Ehrlich. Nice pitch, a little high and in for ball one. A little high and away on that one for ball two. Ehrlich quickly ahead, 2-0 on the count. And that one got away from Frickland a bit, way high. Bent towards the circle. Throw to first is in time. As I was trying to sort out some problems, Ehrlich got over to first and advances to second on the fielder's choice. So if I've got it figured out, there's two down with a runner at second. And Alina Chirona's up to bat. Fouls off the first pitch for strike one. Fouled high and straight up in the air. Two-strike pitch outside for a ball. 2-2 now the count. Low and in. Chirona should make us 3-2. Time called by home plate umpire. Double checking the count. I think we were corrected 3-2. Hard hit and foul down the third base line. If that was fair, that would have been at least a double. Best hit ball of the day. Need to straighten it out a bit. Corrected count apparently 2-2. Toronis fouls this one off the back screen, staying alive. Count stays 2-2. Just missed the outside corner on that one. Now we have a full count. Give Toronto some credit for holding back on that one. 3-2 pitch. Out off the hands, out of play. Count stays 3-2. Tough bat here for Relina Toronis. And a good job at the plate, staying alive. And she's going to draw the walk. So with 2 outs, Cabrillo now has runners at first and second. Little dribbler just fouled on the third base line. Pitch comes free behind the plate. Both runners take off, and the throw to third is too late. So runners at second and third now for the Conquistadors. Go ahead run at second. At the plate, the count is 1-1 to Alexia Wilhite. Foul high off the screen. One ball, 2 strikes to Wilhite. 2 down. Strickland trying to get out of a jam here in the third. Strike 3 called, and that'll retire Wilhite and the Conquistadors here in the third. So Strickland gets out of a jam with her third strikeout of the day. And Cabrillo comes up empty here in the third inning. No runs. 2 runners left on base. So after 3 complete here at Cabrillo High School, our score remains the San Marcos Royals 1, the Cabrillo Conquistadors nothing. You're listening to the Game of the Week on your home for local sports, 100.9 KPEG. And I'm getting an update from downtown. I was wondering, that game started at 2 o'clock, the Lompoc game. And apparently it went into extra innings. Braves coming out on top of that one by a score of 8-6 after 8. So Lompoc now goes to 2-0 in league play. So if the Conquistadors were to come back and win this one here this afternoon, that would put Lompoc in sole possession of first place in the Channel League after 2 games. But a long way to go in this one as we start the top of the 4th. And Kylo Robbins up to bat for the Royals. Takes one outside for ball 1. Robbins off to a slow start with the bat. 1 for 10 on the season. Three 3-0 now to Robbins. And that one sails high as well. So Robbins will take the walk to first after 4 straight balls. Second walk of the day given up by Johnson. And with a runner at first, Isa Velasquez comes up to bat. Takes strike 1. Pitches a ball, quick throw to first, gets away, but backed up nicely, so the runner will hold. Lead, that's 1-1 at the plate. Squaring to bunt and fouled off. One and two now to Velasquez. Reaches out to that one, slaps it over to third. Quick toss to second for one. Long throw to first, not in time. Katie Heath with a nice stretch, however, to get a glove on that one and keep it in play. One down now. Cassandra Perez fouls off the first pitch after a bunt attempt for strike one. Nice little flare into shallow right field. Nicely done out there by Wilhite to make the catch. So two down here in the fourth inning for the Royals, and that'll bring up Juliana Madrigal. First pitch to Madrigal is outside for ball one. Velasquez at first with two down. Just got a piece of that one. Foul it off for a strike. One and one, the count to Madrigal. Juliana batting .286 so far this season. Slaps this one foul. And that's why you pay attention as the on-deck batter. You dance to get out of the way of that one. One, two, foul over towards the baseball diamond. As we're starting to get a little breeze here this afternoon, which is almost a welcome. Just barely heard the ball hit that aluminum bat on the way by on that one for a foul tip. Count stays 1-2. Pitch from Johnson just outside for a ball. Should even us up at 2 apiece. Ball in the dirt. Runner will take off. No throw. Nice stop back there by Liz Garcia to keep that one in front of her. But the runner advances. Now with 2 down, we've got a runner at second. Chopper over towards short. Throw to first. In time to record the out. Another Thompson to Heath play to record the out and retire the side here in the 4th. So the Royals come up empty here in the 4th inning. After 3.5, score remains the San Marcos Royals 1, the Cabrillo Conquistadors nothing. You're listening to the Game of the Week on your home for local sports 100.9 KPEG as we are about the halfway mark of this one. What else is happening in the Lompoc Valley? There is a dinner and auction coming up on the 14th. That's at the Elks Lodge to benefit Boy Scout Troop 2274. Dinner features chicken or beef, bread, beans, and salad. There's an auction going on after that as well. The whole thing costs only $30 to get in. Starts at 6 o'clock. Funds raising to support Troop 2274 going to the National Scout Ranch in New Mexico. So if you'd like to have a good meal, have a good time, and support a good cause, you can do all 3 at the same time. Next Saturday night at 6 p.m. at the Elks Lodge. Always something fun to do in the Lompoc Valley. Right now we're having fun playing softball. To go to the bottom of the 4th, Cabrillo will send up pitcher Halia Johnson to start things off. Takes strike 1. Strickland still in the circle for the Royals. Looking pretty strong so far. 3 strikeouts and a walk. Well hit, little flare into right center field. And Johnson is on with a leadoff single. That'll bring us up to Liz Garcia. Little high and in on that one for ball 1. Johnson at first with nobody out. And Garcia takes strike 1. Garcia squares to bunt, fouls it off. 1 ball, 2 strike count to Garcia. Nobody out for Cabrillo here in the 4th. Foul off the plate. Garcia stays alive. Shot over towards second. The play will be at first. Garcia retired at first. And Johnson on to second on the fielder's choice. But Garcia did her job, moved the runner up. Now we got 1 out with the runner at second. And Katie Heath up to bat. First pitch to Heath is inside around the belt for ball 1. And that one's high and away for ball 2. One down. Here in the bottom of the 4th with 1 runner on. Popped up behind the plate, and a nice job by Morgan Jensen to glove that one for the out. So 2 down. McKenna Thompson up to bat. Johnson still at second. High and inside for ball 1. First pitch to McKenna Thompson. Nice looking pitch, called strike. Little pop fly over towards first, and that'll do it. As Kyler Robbins will glove that one for out number 3. Cabrillo comes up empty in the 4th. No runs on 1 hit, no errors. Runner left at second. So we've done 4 complete here at Cabrillo High School, and our score is still the San Marcos Royals 1, the Cabrillo Conquistadors nothing. You're listening to the Game of the Week on your home for local sports, 100.9 KPEG. Greg Ratcliffe here, so happy to be with you, and so happy you could join us. Don't forget, on Friday nights, there's a little show we do called New Tracks. Yours truly will introduce you to 7 brand new songs that have just been added to the KPEG playlist. I'll tell you all about the artists, all about the songs, and let you hear them. 6 o'clock, Friday nights. New Tracks exclusively here at not only your home for local sports, but your home for the greatest collection of rock and roll on the face of the earth and beyond, KPEG. Hope you can check it out. New Tracks on Friday nights. So we go back to softball now. We are in the top of the 5th inning. Second baseman Bella Cruz up to bat for the Royals. Rolling inside, first pitch from Johnson for ball 1. Gave up the 1 run in the first inning, has pitched shutout ball since. Inside with that one for ball 2. That one caught the inside corner. Two balls and a strike, I believe, to Cruz. Chopper right down third base. Long throw to third. Did she get him? Yes. Mendez to Heath to record out number one here in the fifth. And we go back to Claire Early, number one. Takes ball one outside. That one's in the dirt for ball two. It's one thing you always hear at a softball game that you never hear in a baseball game, and that's the cheers coming from the dugout. It's always fun. You come up with some interesting ones. Tradition that starts all the way down in T-ball and carries on all the way through college, actually. Call a strike on the outside portion of the plate. Too high with that one for a ball. Takes us to a full count to Early, 3-2. Well hit. Over towards second. Fielded, and the throw to first is good enough to record the out. So two down. And we're back to Gigi Grit. Spent a lot of time on base today. Scored once, the only run of the day. Takes ball one low. Okay. Nice catch of a high one back there by Garcia. There comes a 2-0 pitch from Johnson. That one's back low. So Grid ahead of the count. 3-0. See if she's taking on this one. Nope, she's swinging on this one. Little flare that's going to drop into left. And Gigi Grid back on base again for the third time in 3 at-bats. With a 2-out single to left. That brings us to pitcher Ellie Frickland. Low and inside from Johnson for ball one. As we see pitcher on pitcher again here in the fifth. Hit high in foul territory over towards third. And Mendez is there to make the catch and retire the side. So no runs for the Royals here in the fifth. On one hit, no errors. They'll strand one at second. So after 4.5 here at Cabrillo High School, our score remains the Royals 1, the Conquistadors nothing. You're listening to the Game of the Week on your home for local sports 100.9 KPEG. Breeze picking up a little bit, getting a little bit of cloud cover. They say there's a storm coming, and I'm beginning to believe they might be true. Another thing happening here, coming up in the Lompoc Valley here pretty soon, is the annual Dance Lompoc competition. It's coming up on Saturday the 21st. That'll be held at the Anderson Recreation Center. Just down below the KPEG radio studios. There's a dinner and an auction along with the dance. And proceeds go to favorite charities of the participants, one of which I know is our good friend and athletic director over at Lompoc High School, Claudia Tarunas, will be one of the celebrities featured in this year's event. So you might want to check it out. More information about that can be obtained by calling the Lompoc Chamber of Commerce and Visitors Bureau at 736-4567. Check it out. Dance Lompoc coming up on the 21st. And now we will go back to softball in the bottom of the fifth inning. Cabrillo trailing by 1-0. And they will send up Sophia Mendez to start things off here in the fifth. Mendez takes ball one. Nice eye on that one. Looks at it for ball two. Things getting a little breezy here. Going to have to start nailing down my papers here all of a sudden. As the weather is starting to take a turn. Swung on and missed by Tarunas. That takes us to 2-2. Gets that one off the hands and runs it right by the shortstop into left center field for a single. Leadoff single here in the fifth for the Conquistadors by Sophia Mendez. And Taylor Ehrlich now up to bat. The lefty squares to bunt, drops it right in front of the plate, and it just trickles foul by about an inch. And a nice job by Morgan Jensen watching that one, letting it grow until it went foul. Once this one down, over towards the circle, throw to first will record the out. However, Mendez takes off to second safely. So the sac bunt by Taylor Ehrlich moves the runner, and we've got one down and a runner at second. Antoinette Tarunas now up to bat. Another lefty. Tying run at second for the Conks here in the fifth. Watches that one outside for ball one. Low and away for ball two. Low two pitch. Outside for ball three. So 3 straight balls from Strickland. And Toronis is ahead 3-0. Takes a strike. It'll be 3-1. RBI opportunity for Toronis with a runner at second. And Toronis will take the walk on ball four. Second free pass given up by Strickland today. So with runners at first and second, Alina Toronis up to bat. Foul high and out of play. Nobody out here for Cabrillo in the fifth, with runners in first and second. Oh, one pitch from Strickland. Yeah, she's back on. Here we go. Well hit into right center field. That's going to score at least one. Mendez across the plate to score the first Cabrillo one. Toronis across for two. And the other Toronis, Alina, hits a 2-run triple to center field. And all of a sudden, Cabrillo's got the lead 2-1 here in the fifth. Well hit ball there by Alina Toronis, and the Cabrillo Conquistadors have got the lead. And that will bring a conference in the circle by the Royals. And that got a rise out of the crowd here as well. As we mentioned, a nice contingent of Cabrillo fans here. Now up to bat for the Conquistadors, right fielder Alexia Wilhite. First pitch swinging, fouls it off the backstop for strike one. Still nobody out here in the Cabrillo fifth. Caught the inside corner with that one. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch misses for a ball. One-two pitch. Drilled foul down first base. Count should stay 1-2 to Wilhite. Foul straight back. Wilhite staying alive. Strickland taking your time there in the circle a little bit. Now we'll get back to it. Wilhite fouls off another one. Fighting there at the plate. Count stays 1-2. This one is flared foul down third baseline. Out of play. Good at bat by Wilhite here, fighting off those pitches. Still 1-2. And she gets beamed on the hand. Tries to shake that one off as she trots over to first base. And that one had to sting. Talking about a got her in the right elbow. Nothing funny about those funny bones. So a runner on first for the Conks. Still nobody out here in the fifth. 2 runs across already. Cabrillo leads 2-1 now, and Aaliyah Johnson up to bat. Runner goes. Beautiful throw to second from Morgan Jensen, and Wilhite is out on the steal attempt. Fantastic throw by Jensen. Right at the bag and right at the dirt. And the runner is retired for the first out of the inning. At the plate, that was a strike to Johnson, so it's 0-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Strickland trying to get out of this inning with no more damage. Just low and outside with that one for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Johnson. Got her swinging. Strike 3 called, and that will bring the inning to an end. But 2 runs across here for the Conquistadors in the 5th. They'll leave the bases empty. So after 5 complete, we've got a score change. It's now Cabrillo 2, San Marcos 1. You're listening to the Game of the Week on your home for local sports, 100.9 KPEG. And with the weather taking a bit of a turn, as we mentioned, you're going to have to indulge me for a moment while I put on my jacket. Hopefully none of my papers will fly away in the meantime. Ouch. Well, that's much better. So we're going to go to the top of the 6th now. Cabrillo scored their first 2 runs of the day. The top of the 5th to take a 1-run lead at 2-1. Leah Johnson will remain in the circle for the Conks. And starting things off for the Royals will be number 44, Morgan Jensen. He made that nice throwing out to second there in the previous inning. She takes ball one. Jensen will foul that one off over towards the baseball side. Looks at that one high and away for a ball. Two and one, I think. Tell me, Blue. Maybe not. High and outside with that one. And the count be 3-1. That one goes across the plate in the dirt for ball 4. And Jensen will take first on the walk. Maybe that's the third walk given up by Johnson today. Kyla Robbins now up to bat. High chopper over towards second. Could be tough. Fielded. Throw to first was in time, but in and out of the glove of Katie Heath. And Robbins will be safe. Isa Velasquez, the lefty, up for the Royals. Another one of those 333 batters. Outside for the ball. Ball gets away. Robbins will take second on the overthrow. Wild pitch by Johnson puts a runner in scoring position at second. Called strike on the outside portion of the plate. Chopper over towards second. Throw to third. Didn't get the tag down, and the runners are safe on the corners. First and third now, runners at the corners for the Royals. And timeout called. Cabrillo coach will come out and have a chat with the infielders. At the same time, the San Marcos Royals will gather over by third base. Runners at first and third. And the Royals threatening to take the lead back after they relinquished it in the bottom of the last inning. This is Cassandra Perez up to bat now. Runner going. Throw cut off, and a quick throw back to third. So the runner at first advances to second. Now runners at second and third. Perez takes the ball. Foul out of play. Two balls and a strike now to Perez. A single would give the Royals the lead back. Takes called strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Perez. Slaps this one into center field. That'll score 2. Throw to home plate, not in time. And Perez is safe at second and heading to third. Now she's in a little pickle and she'll get back to second safely. But a 2 RBI double to left by Cassandra Perez, and all of a sudden the Royals had the lead back at 3-2. With the runner at second, Juliana Madrigal will step into the batter's box for the Royals. Go and inside with that one. For ball 1. Up to Madrigal. A little low and in with that one as well for ball 2. We're in the top of the 6th. The Royals have retaken the lead 3-2 after surrendering the lead in 2 runs in the bottom of the last inning. Little dribbler to third. Runner at second will have to hold. Throw to first in time. And then a long throw over to third that was almost over the head. So a runner out at first, although there's a discussion. And confirming she was out, which I thought was the correct call. Okay. So 1 down here in the 6th. The runner at third, 2 runs across already. And this is Bella Cruz with the bat. Takes strike 1. Swung at a low one. And Cruz in a hole, 0-2. The throw was in time, but the throw was bobbled. The runner is safe, and the run will score. That brings the 4th run over the plate for the Royals. It's now 4-2. And Claire Early up to bat with a runner on first. Really watches strike one go by. Fouled off the hands, out of play over our heads. Hurley will smack this one into center field for a single. Now we've got runners at first and second. Runner over to third. And then I'll tag the runner at third to record the final out. That was kind of funny. Where should I go? Should I tag here or should I step on the bag? Either way would have worked. But 2 runs across here for the Royals in the top of the 6th. They have retaken the lead after 5.5 complete. It's the San Marcos Royals 4, the Cabrillo Conquistadors 2. You're listening to the Game of the Week on your home for local sports, 100.9 KPEG. And it's time for your only announcer to have a drink. Sorry. Okay, that's better. We will go to the bottom of the 6th. Ali Frickman still in the circle for the Royals. San Marcos with the 2-run lead. We need to tell you about a little other program we have on KPEG. It's called the Local Music Hour. You can catch that at 7 o'clock on Saturday night. It features our good friend Casey Farah, who is well involved in the local music scene. Got together with some of his friends, and he produces a program for us that features nothing but local talent, local artists, music locally produced and recorded, not only here from the Lompoc Valley, but from all over the Central Coast. You can hear it exclusively here at KPEG Radio every Saturday night at 7 o'clock. Hope you can join Casey for that one. It's a real fun show, and you'll hear some music that you're sure to like and you won't hear anywhere else. The Local Music Hour right here on KPEG, Saturday nights at 7. So, to the bottom of the 6th we go. This is takes that one high for a ball. Should take us to 1-1. Nice looking pitch by Frickman for strike 2. Foul down first baseline. Garcia stands in at 1-2. And that'll be strike 3 out number 1 here for the Conks in the 6th. Takes us to Katie Heath. Heath watches strike one go by. Strickland misses that one outside for a ball. Evens the count of 1 apiece to Katie Heath. Katie, one of the seniors on this Cabrillo squad, playing in her last season. Little soft liner over too short. Throw to first in time to record out number 2. And McKenna Thompson now grabs the bat. See what she can do with 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Takes strike one. Oh, pretty pitch. Ooh, another one just like it for strike 2 call. Strickland getting into a little bit of a rhythm here. Finding the strike zone, struggled a little bit there in the middle innings. Just missed that one outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's in there low for ball 2. So from 0-2 to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Base is clear with 2 down. Chopper over to short. Throw is in time to record the out, and the Cabrillo Conquistadors go peacefully here in the 6th inning. Retired in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left after 6 complete innings here at Cabrillo High School. Our score is the San Marcos Royals 4, the Cabrillo Conquistadors 2. You're listening to the Game of the Week on your home for local sports, 100.9 KPEG. What else can we tell you about? Oh, we've got empty bowls coming up as well. That's right. On Saturday, the 28th, the 16th annual Empty Bowls benefit will take place at the DeWeese Center. Tickets are only $25. You get a handcrafted bowl and a bowl of gourmet soup to go along with it. The whole thing benefits the Food Bank of Santa Barbara County. So it's a wonderful time. You get a terrific bowl that you do get to keep and take home, by the way, and some fantastic locally made gourmet soup. You can check out more information on their Facebook page, or go to the sbcountyfoodbank.org website for more information. That's Empty Bowls on Saturday the 28th. So we will go to the top of the 7th. Royals with a 4-2 lead, and they will send pitcher Allie Frickland up to start things off. Sure, the Royals would like a couple of more insurance runs here. Frickland fouls this one off the hands and out of play. Takes the count to 1-1. And that pitch is high and over the glove for ball 2. Hard hit and into center field for a single. So Allie Frickland slaps a single into left center field for a leadoff runner here in the 7th for the Royals. That'll bring up Morgan Jensen, doing a nice job behind the plate for the Royals today. Runner going, throw, a little offline, not in time, and Prickland will be safe sliding into second base. Pitch to Jensen is drilled hard into left field, caught out there nicely, however, and Prickland will have to dive back to get safe at second. But a nice catch out there in left field. Record out number one. That definitely would have scored Prickland from second. So one out. And Kylo Robbins up to bat. Takes a ball outside. Two-0 count now to Robbins. Smacks this one past the glove at second. Prickland turning the corner at third, and she'll score standing up. And good alert base running by Allie Prickland. Scores from second on the Kylo Robbins single. And it's now 5-2 Royals. And that will bring up number 23, Isa Velasquez. Blowing away for ball one. Check swing on that one, holds off on the ball that was a little bit outside for ball two. Robbins is at first with one out, one run across. Throw over to second, could be two. Throw to first is offline. But Robbins is out at second. And Velasquez will be safe at first on the fielder's choice. But two down now. And Cassandra Perez up to bat. High and into Perez for ball one. Ball off the backstop, runner going. And she'll slide in safely. Two balls, no strikes to Perez with the runner at second now. Pitch from Johnson is high for 3 balls. Here's the 3-0 pitch from Johnson. Just low for ball 4, and Perez will take first. Fourth walk of the day given up by Johnson. Puts a runner at first and one at second already. hit right back to Johnson in the circle. Quick little toss over to first. To Katie Heath will retire the side here in the 6th. But the Royals come up with one insurance run here in the top of the 7th inning. 6.5 done. They leave 2, by the way. So 6.5 complete here at Cabrillo High School. And our score is now the Royals 5, the Conquistadors 2. You're listening to the Game of the Week on your home for local sports, 100.9 KPEG. Greg Ratcliffe with you here, and the Conquistadors are down to their last inning. The Royals 3 outs away from picking up a road win here and keeping up pace with the Lompoc Braves, who won earlier today. Allie Frickman, who scored the last run for the Royals, still in the circle for San Marcos, trying to finish off a complete game victory. And Cabrillo looking for a late inning rally here. Find themselves down 3 here in the 7th. And the way the sky is beginning to look, it's probably a good idea they move this game up to today. Because it was a beautiful, clear, sunny sky when I got here. It was actually hot. Now it's completely overcast. The wind is blowing. Clouds are getting dark. And I think we've got something brewing. Sophia Mendez up to for Cabrillo, and she slaps the first pitch into center field for a lead-off single for the Conch. That's exactly what they need to do. So with Mendez at first, Taylor Ehrlich steps into the batter's box for the Conch. See if she can keep this rally going. First pitch is called, strike 1. That one from Frickman is low for ball 1, 1-1 the count. Gives her catcher a little smile on that one. 1-1 pitch to Ehrlich. Watches it for a ball. No sign of a bunt call on. Now she squares the bunt and fouls it off. Evens the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wearing number 9 today, as usual. Moving outside for ball 1 to Turones. Inside with that one, Turones has to back out of the box. Over to short. Runner was going, so she couldn't make a throw to second, makes a long throw to first, and it's not in time, so everybody's safe. So things shaping up nicely here for Cabrillo in the bottom of the seventh. They're down 5-2, but they've got runners at first and second with a one out. And that puts the tying run at the plate in the form of Alina Toronas. Little blooper into right. That's going to score two. Toronas safe at second. Throw home, not in time. And a little injury at the plate here as she must have caught her foot on the bag plate or something. And she is down behind home plate. Run scored, and we'll get to and they're treating her behind the plate. Trainers are out, coaches are out. It's like a lower leg injury of some sort. Training staff will come out and take a look. It's amazing how quiet a field can get. That is Antoinette Toronas that is injured behind the plate. Taking a look at her left leg. And they're going to help her up. And she gets a nice hand, but she is favoring that left leg for sure. She gets assisted over to the Cabrillo dugout. So we sincerely hope that is nothing too serious. But she did score the second run of the inning for Cabrillo. It is now 5-4. Still only one out. That's Alina Toronas, safe at second. She's the tying run. And Alexia Wilhite represents the winning run at the plate with the bat in her hand. One away here in the seventh. Cabrillo with two across. Wilhite takes ball one low. Grounded to first, steps on the bag to record out number 2. Alina Toronas advances to third on the play. So Wilhite advances the runner, but records out number 2. So with 2 down, the tying run is at third, and pitcher Halia Johnson up to the plate for the Conks. Tying run at third, a chance for Johnson to really help her cause and her team by driving in a run here in the 7th. Blooper, single to left, and Toronas scores. And that ties it up at 5. Two away with Johnson at first, and we are tied up here in the bottom of the 7th with Liz Garcia up to bat. First pitch swinging, and a throw to first tags out Johnson, and the side is retired to record the third out, and that's going to take us to the end of regulation, as they say. 7 complete. Cabrillo comes up with the 3 runs they needed in the bottom of the 7th to tie this thing up, and we're going to go to extra innings here at Cabrillo High School. Seven complete, and we are tied at 5. You're listening to the Game of the Week on your home for local sports, 100.9 KPEG. Greg Ratcliffe with you from Cabrillo High School, and you get some bonus coverage today. Cabrillo coach Abiyari comes to talk to the home plate umpire. No doubt to take Antoinette Chironas out of the lineup. Looks as though Johnson will stay in the circle for the Conks. As the sun goes down and the clouds get darker, we hope we can get this one done before we run out of light and we run out of dryness. Okay, so we'll start things off as we go to the top of the 8th. Bella Cruz. Will step in as home plate umpire tries to draw a batter's box in what is getting to be a very torn up area around home plate. The rain we had earlier kind of softened things up, and the game has really made the field pay a price here. There's a called strike to Cruz, 1-1. Cabrillo with a big 7th inning rally scored just enough to keep this game going. See if they can capitalize. Outside to Cruz, ball 2. Foul ball down the first baseline. Easy to get caught up listening to the cheers here. You gotta love high school baseball and softball, especially softball with the cheers. Cruz fouls off another one. Fights off that pitch. Two and two the count to Cruz. Fouls that one off hard, right over towards on-deck batter Claire Early. We had to do a nice move to get out of the way of that one. Count stays 2-2. Blow it in for ball 3. And ball 4 is off the backstop. So Cruz will take first on the walk. fifth free pass by Johnson today. And Claire early up the bat with nobody out and one on. Very hard hit, but out of play. I mean, that was a bullet that shot over foul down the left field line. And there's a little blooper over the head of second. And everybody's safe. This is Gigi Grit up to bat. Shows bunt. Fouls it off. Cruz is at second. Hurley is at first. Nobody out here in the eighth. And Grit squares to bunt and gets hit in the ribs. And all of a sudden, the Royals have the bases loaded with nobody out here in the eighth inning. And that brings up Allie Fricklin, who we mentioned earlier is the has the highest batting average on the team at .417. And she could do some damage right now. With 3 RBI opportunities looking at her. Bases full, nobody out, top of the eighth. In a tie ball game. Ball comes loose. Cruz takes off from third and gets tagged out by a nice job by Liz Garcia. Came up with a loose ball, got back to the plate and made the tag before Cruz could cross it. So 1 down, and that's a big out right there. Runners at second and third. Grounded foul down third base. Two and one the count now to Fricklin. 1 away on a nice play there by Garcia at the plate. Fricklin still with a couple of RBI chances here. High fly ball to deep left field. That is gone. A 3-run home run by Allie Fricklin. And that was gone as soon as it left the bat. And with one swing of the bat, it's now 8-5, San Marcos. As Allie Fricklin clears the bases with a 3-run dinger here in the eighth. So that will bring up Morgan Jensen. 1 out here in the eighth inning. And she promptly drills this one into left for a single. So the Royals coming alive here in the eighth inning. 3 runs across already. A runner at first with 1 out. And that'll bring up Kyla Robbins. Runner going. Throw to second, just missed. That was close. The official right there to make the call. So Jensen at second now. And Robbins will take one off the foot, and she'll trot to first base after getting hit. So things kind of unraveling here for the Conquistadors in the 8th inning, and that will call Coach Abiari out to the circle for a conference. It's 8-5 after a 3-run homer by Allie Fricklin. Gave the Royals the lead again. And we'll see if Coach Abiari is going to keep Johnson in the circle or make a change here in the 8th inning. And that decision is made. Aaliyah Johnson will remain in the game. Runners at first and second. And Isa Velasquez up to bat. Going outside for ball one. That pitch got away. The throw back to the pitcher gets away. The runners advanced on the wild pitch. Now they advance on the throwing error, and another run is across. Things coming apart here for the Conks late in the 8th. Runner at third now, 4 runs across. It's 9-5. And home plate umpire has a small conference with Coach Abiari. Back at the plate, it's 2 balls and no strikes to Velasquez. And she takes a strike from Johnson. Just caught the outside corner on that one for a strike call. Just missed outside. Cabrillo faithful wanted that one. Ball 4. And Velasquez will take first base on the walk. And looks like that's going to do it for Aaliyah Johnson today. She gets a hand as she exits, and she'll be replaced by Seika Mitchell. We will now get some warm-up pitches. Inheriting a not optimal situation, I guess is a good way to say that. 4 runs already across here for the Royals in the 8th. And runners at the corners with 1 out. I'm able to keep track of all of this. Mitchell, just a freshman, playing up here in the varsity ball in her first year in high school. So this is Cassandra Perez with runners at first and third. Squares to bunt, throw to second. Beautiful throw and got her in the slide. Garcia with a great throw, picks off the runner. And that'll be 2 down. It's low and in the dirt for a ball. Run at third should have scored on that play, so it's 10-5 now. And Cabrillo trying to get out of this 8th inning. There's a strike. Three and one, the count to Perez. That one slips and it's in the dirt for ball 4. So Perez will take first. Brings up Juliana Madrigal, number 4. Madrigal batting .286 on the season. Takes one high for ball 1. Throw from the catcher to first, not in time. Little blooper over to the second. Falls but picked up. Tags the runner on the way by, and that will retire the side without number 3. But some serious damage done here in the 8th inning by the San Marcos Royals. They bring 5 across. So after 7.5, our score is now the San Marcos Royals 10, the Cabrillo Conquistadors 5, and the Conks have to come up with 5 more in the bottom of this one to keep this going. They managed to do what they needed to do in the bottom of the 7th. Needed 3, got 3 to send us to extra innings. Can they do it again? We're about to find out. The Royals need 3 outs to come out of this trip with a win. The Conks need 5 runs to keep the game in play. We can tell you about the 17th annual Kiwanis Rec Division Golf Tourney coming up as well. That's a ways off yet, but it happens on May 1st out at the Mission Course. Happens every year. Proceeds go to the Rec Division Youth Scholarship Fund. Got time to register still. Registration deadline is April 28th. So get their clubs out of the garage, clean them up, hit them some practice swings, and go have some fun at the 17th annual Kiwanis Rec Division Golf Tourney. More information, give Mario a call at 875-8095 at the Rec Center. So here we go to the bottom of the 8th. Cabrillo needs 5. See what they can do. They will send up Liz Garcia. First pitch swing, little grounder over to second, throw to first. Records out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. Brings up number 12, Katie Heath. With 1 down and bases clear here in the 8th. Katie watches strike 1. And the JV baseball game is apparently over as the San Marcos JV team fills up the stands over here to watch the girls play. Heath fouls that one off for strike 2. Frickman's still in the circle for the Royals, doing a great job. Got her looking. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. And with 2 down, the Conquistadors are down to their last at bat. And it will be in the form of McKenna Thompson, number 24. Fouls the first pitch out of play for strike 1. San Marcos fans can feel it over there right now. Up 5. You're in the bottom of the 8th. In there for called strike 2. And the Royals are 1 strike away from a win here at Cabrillo. No balls, 2 strikes to McKenna Thompson. Just got a piece of that one to stay alive. Count stays 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch from Frickland. Just outside for ball 1. Frickland wanted that one, I think. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just inside. Frickland dancing out there in the circles. He wanted that one really bad. From 0-2 to 2-2, Cabrillo hanging on here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. You're in the bottom of the 8th. Little fly into the glove of Frickland, and that'll do it. So the Royals come up with 5 big runs in the top of the 8th to retake control of the game. They'll blank Cabrillo in the bottom of the inning to secure the win. And it's a 10-5 victory for the Royals here this afternoon at Cabrillo High School. Winning pitcher Allie Frickland, she went the distance. The loss will go to Aaliyah Johnson. Frickland with 4 strikeouts on the day. And a very decisive 3-run home run to open this game up. So next up for the Royals, they will be heading to, where are they going? They're going to take on Lompoc next Friday at Lompoc. The Conquistadors, on the other hand, will be traveling to Dos Pueblos to take on the Chargers next Friday in some league contests. The Cabrillo Conquistadors now 0-4 on the year, 0-2 in league play. San Marcos evens their overall record at 4-4 and will be tied with the Lompoc Braves at 2-0 in early season Channel League play. So congratulations to the Royals for a nice win this afternoon. Our next broadcast will be, when will that be? On the 17th. As we will come back here to Cabrillo High School when the boys baseball team will take on the San Ynez Pirates. That's Tuesday, the 17th, right here at 3:30. Cabrillo baseball hosting San Ynez. Hope you can join us for that one. It's been fun here at Cabrillo High School this afternoon. We got an extra inning at no extra charge. It's always a good thing. And we're glad you could join us. For Bill Smith back at the studio, my name is Greg Ratcliffe. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you tuning in. Our final score here from Cabrillo is the San Marcos Royals 10, the Cabrillo Conquistadors 5. Now we will send you back to the greatest collection of rock and roll on the planet at 100.9 KPEG. Good night, everybody.